Another Cool Ranch Dorito taco. Probably my 5th since the Meloetta event because they're really good. Anyway, I've decided that I'm going to do some leveling up before I continue. Only a little bit though. I'm a little bit under-leveled, and I'm going to stay a little bit under-leveled, but I want to try and get all of my Pokemon to level 30 before I move on in the story. So, I'm going to do a little bit of that training while I eat this delicious taco. There it is, you can see. And then I'm going to go on a walk. So let's do some training. Well, the taco is gone, even before I finish off the first Audino. But, I still have some Baja Blast, and I have a walk to look forward to. So this training won't be tedious at all. Let's fight this Audino. Our first level up. Only a cajillion more to go. I already have flamethrowers, so we don't need flame burst. Early signs of spring everywhere. Today is St. Patrick's Day. I'm wearing green to avoid getting pinched, especially by Pokemon like Pinsir. And now I'm going to go on this walk and level up my Pokemon. So. I actually haven't been relying as much on the Shaking Grass and Audinos on this walk, for a good reason. The screen of the DS, thanks to the sun, is almost impossible to see out here. In fact, what you're seeing on camera right now is basically how I'm seeing it too, so I'm basically blindly playing. So what I'm doing is I'm going through the Nimbasa City Sports Domes until I run out of the battles there. And then I have a pretty good source of battles from there with the infinitely rebattleable Pokemon breeders. Anyhow, gonna keep going on, battling trainers, walking down the street, getting some nice exercise, which is good, I guess. Yeah. Whoa! A wild Tangela! And a wild Tangrowth! Impressive. You know what would be cool? What if someday someone could complete an entire Pokemon game just like this, outside, where it's basically blind in the sun while walking around. Kind of like a big Pokemon 5K marathon or something like that. The question would be though, how would you deal with the battery life of the DS or whatever? And how would you be able to document it so that everyone could see it? Because obviously, you can't see anything right now. I guess it would kind of work with the older Pokemon games though, because you can really see a Game Boy SP or original Game Boy Advance pretty well outside, as I've done numerous times with my Butterfree run. But then the question again would be batteries. I guess you could bring an original Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color and just swap out double A's in the middle. I might try that someday. But anyway, almost to level 30 on every Pokemon. Just got home. And we have our second level 30, because Rhyhorn was already level 30. Foxy Grandpa the Vulpix. And the other Pokemon aren't too far behind. 27, 28, 29, 26. So I'll get them out of the way soon as well. Okay, so I'm in a car now. Surprise. And YOLO Swag, the Carvana, finally learned Crunch, and I'm teaching it over Bite. It's at level 28 right now. Almost everything's to 30. Ivysaur did reach 30, so yeah. Wild Cast form in the car again.
Alright, now that our whole team is at level 30 at least, I'm going to actually rearrange them really quickly first. There we go. I'm going to now take on the remainder of Route 6. I'm going to take the nice surfing shortcut. I actually fought a lot of the unbattled trainers here, and they came in great handy. Yeah, they had some pretty nice Pokemon, and since it's challenge mode, leveling up was a breeze. In fact, all of the trainers' Pokemon were far above the levels of my Pokemon at the time, so there was no trouble whatsoever. There's a scientist. Testing out one's theory is all a part of science. Alright. Oh, and because I forgot to earlier, at least I think I forgot to, here are all the Pokemon that can appear on Route 6. And you can catch the elusive cast form here with a 5% chance, if you're lucky enough. Which I actually did run into earlier in the car, as you saw, and I did catch it. Yeah. Next scientist. It is very obvious that there is an abundance of grass and bug on this route. So if you have any fire flying types, this route should be like a breeze. And some of these supposed items are actually Pokemon. Foongus. Foongus is an alright Pokemon. I haven't really used it much. It learns the powder moves though, and it's good with afflicting status conditions. And it's pretty bulky. However, as you see right now, you can also encounter normally in the wild. They're mainly just like decoy items to trip you up. Anyway, let's keep running through this route, past the psychotic Parasol Lady. Oh, and what's this? Cobalion! What's up? Cabra! And just goes away. That was neat. Now we're approached by Rude, that Pokemon. It's a legendary Pokemon called Cobalion. I told you the story the other day, right? Oh, Cobalion, what a noble presence. They say the three Pokemon Cobalion, Virizion, and Terrakion fought against people to protect Pokemon from the war whose people started. When people fight, there's no peace for Pokemon either. The three legends learned that the deeds of humans could lead to dire consequences for their world. But why did it show up in front of people? Is it patrolling the Unova region to protect people because it fears for their safety after the commotion caused by Team Plasma 2 years ago? Or does it sense a new problem? Unforgivable. It's the reach of Ghetsis' ambition and malice is growing ever wider and warping the lives of all it touches. So this is big, like a big foreshadowing moment. We don't yet encounter Cobalion here, like what you used to in Black 1 and 2, where you could just surf over there to Mistralton Cave. I'm actually not going over to Mistralton Cave in this run-through, because it's mainly just a big side quest area. And it honestly isn't that important, other than finding some cool Pokemon like Aron and Axew. And this lady will heal you up here. Oh, and by the way, today, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, this is my 3-year anniversary on YouTube, and that's kind of crazy. Anyway, we're about to enter Chargestone Cave, the Cave of Electrical Webs. So, here are all the Pokemon you can encounter here. Definitely an interesting bunch.
Hey!
I wasn't prepared for this voice.
Did you know this? If you push the floating stones, they move! As always, this place is charged with lots of electricity that Pokemon like. And electric charges react from one stone to another, and that's why there are floating stones. You can't push all of them, though. Oh, that's right, I came here to research something. Be seeing you.
Alright. So if you have any ground types, this is a great place for them. like my Rhyhorn. I have interesting mixed feelings about a lot of the Pokemon found in this cave, so as we encounter some of them, I'll tell you about them. Full heal. Cool, because we're probably going to get paralyzed at some point here. Alright, moving on up. There are a lot of push puzzles here. You have to push them towards the magnetic rock, or electrical rock. Electricity and magnetism are linked in physics in quite a way. And there's a random rock star here, I guess. Her electric guitar is powered by all of the electrical currents. And while I'm fighting this battle, I might as well also mention that in this cave, if you have a Nosepass or Magneton that you need to evolve, you can evolve them by leveling them up here. It functions in the same way as Mount Coronet, which let out an interesting magnetic radiation. So it actually makes sense here. Oh, and there goes Vulpix. Very sad. You know what? I really just don't like Emolga. It's just annoying, that's what it is. Like, it's typing, it's only weak against rock, I believe. And it's easy for it to dodge everything, and it's statics almost everything that comes into contact with it. And it's just really not that great. And it also appears in a lot of the shaking grass when you really want to train on Audinose, and it doesn't give much experience. I just have a bad relationship with Emolga. Anyhow, let's keep pushing these rocks and collecting items as we go. Hyper Potion. Cool. Yeah. Push. Yeah. Oh, there's a bridge. I don't remember that bridge being there. It's a nice bridge. Wonder if it's... Oh, hey! Chargestone Cave, I really like it here. Formulas express the forces behind electricity, its connection to Pokemon and humans and Pokemon themselves. This is my ideal place. I have to go in order to save Pokemon and protect the very friend that I have to stop. Who is that? You never know. I have a pretty good guess though, but I'm not gonna say until the end of the game. Oh, the destructive force created by my 3 prized Pokemon. Oh, this is a triple battle. And it's probably a rotation battle in the other version, knowing how they do that. Oh, look, YOLO swag is in the middle, of course. Oh, Air Cutter. For triple battles, you just have to strategically choose best super effective moves and whatnot. At least it hits the Clink. I'm glad I went for the Ice Fang on Sandslash instead of Unfezant this turn. But I tried to use Rock Blast on Unfezant. Gonna keep using Air Cutter. Even though it's not very effective on Clink, I do have Tinted Lens, of course, on Sigilyph. So that ought to increase the power of it. In fact, it might do even a little bit more damage than it does on Unfezant. I'm actually swapping out Rambi this turn for Walter, because I seriously fear that Dig Attack is going to do some serious damage from the Sandslash, due to Sandslash's really high attack stat. Oh, it was targeting YOLO swag the whole time, wow. Alright, and that was the triple battle. Oh, I pushed the wrong rock. That's why staircases are very convenient things. Magnet. Powers up electric moves. However, that won't come in much handy with my team. I just now realized that leading with the flying type in this cave is a terrible idea. Just gotta keep on running. Oh, look, there's a double battle. We avoided it. Unless it's not. Let me talk with this girl. Oh, no, it's not a double battle. Oh, that's a kid. Wow, that's a boy. Sorry, boy. Hi, I'm the Nugget Man. I'm the Nugget Boy. Glad you showed up. I want to give you this. Let me get a nugget. I want to give you this too. Let me get a big nugget. That's a nugget. How to get so golden without deep frying? Trade secret. Cool. Free money because we talked to them, not expecting them to be traders. Oh, and there's Clink. I tried to use a Clink in my original Black 1 run, but it didn't really ever pay off until the Elite Four when it was its final form. It's a more gradual Pokemon, honestly. And it doesn't learn too many moves, so if you're looking for variety, don't go with it. Oh, Fun Fest mission. Alright. Not sure where to push this. Oh, hey, shaking spot. Maybe I don't push it. I'm a Pokemon Ranger, here to gather up some electric power. Curse you, paralysis. Curse you, confuse ray. This guy is so annoying because of that. Yes. If I can outspeed this thing, might as well get some free experience points. Woo. Good level up right here. I already had Synchronoise. And I definitely don't want to learn it after my last experience with it. Okay. Take this. I get a Chesto Berry, as all Rangers are very generous trainers. Almost all Rangers. I really feel like I need to push this. Well, I guess I'll go back this way. Doctor. Doctors are great trainers. Tynamo! This is the rarest Pokemon here. You have a very low chance of encountering it because it is, I don't know, it's just cool. And it has a very nice evolution line. And it has no weaknesses unless someone uses gravity or gets it not floating, because it is an electric type but levitate, meaning it has immunity to ground type attacks. So that's pretty tight. Let's try to catch it in our Ultra Ball. Oh, Dusk Ball. That will definitely work because not only is it night right now, but we're also in a cave. I don't think those can compound though in the probability. Still really high probability of catching. Cool. We got a Tynamo. Tynamo in cast form on the same day. That's really lucky. Now let's talk to the doctor. If that didn't prove the effect of tinted lens, I don't know what does. It's pretty swell. Actually, that could have just been tinted lens. I mean, Twisted Spoon. Feel free to go all out in these doctor battles if you want to, because after you win, you do get some healing. Now we can move on. Dancing scientist lady. Keep dancing. There's Bianca. You know what? I'm here at Professor Juniper's request. Research a Pokemon called Dynamo. I've just found it. But there aren't very many and they don't seem very strong. You don't know much about Dynamo's evolutionary forms. They're absolute monsters. Oh no, I'm gonna be caught in that girl's line of sight if I don't run. Oh hey, Nose Pass! Cool stuff. And we made it out. Sweet. We're in Mistralton City now. And now I'm gonna heal up and call it a night. But I'm not gonna call it an episode yet. I want this to be a long episode. So, see you later. Hello all. We're in Mistralton City, and something's about to happen. Here's Professor Juniper.
Hi there, Absol. It's nice to finally be able to talk to you in person. I'm Professor Juniper. You accepted the Pokédex and came all the way out here with your partners. Here, I'll evaluate your progress for you. So, Absol, you've seen 100 Pokemon up to this point. I say thank you. This is the token of my gratitude.
And we get the Master Ball. Hooray!
This Master Ball is the most powerful kind of Pokeball. Can catch any Pokemon without fail. Journeys are about meeting Pokemon. Don't let your chance get away. Still, I'm amazed how much Pokemon distribution changes in 2 years. That means my research will never end. Still, you could say that's what makes it fun.
Professor Juniper. Oh, she doesn't have a... I'll give her a deep voice.
Why, this is Skyla. This is Skyla. She's Mistralton City's gym leader.
Why are you surprised, Professor? You did ask for a lift on my plane to cross Twist Mountain since you can't reach Opalistic City by foot.
Haha, right. But I have a quick favor to ask first. I want to look at Celestial Tower. Do you mind waiting till I'm through? See you, Absol. Be sure to always get along with all kinds of Pokemon.
Honestly, I can't tell if she's just laid back or if she's not paying attention to everything outside her head. The apple sure doesn't fall far from the tree. What's next? Are you coming to the gym to challenge me? Or are you going to follow Professor to Celestial Tower and do some training? As long as I get to battle with a strong trainer, I'm fine either way.
Alright, so... now that that little cutscene is over, let's head to Celestial Tower. I'm going to get my team in order. Alright. So, this is Route 7, with lots of little walkway areas. And if you're skilled enough at the walkways, you can avoid most wild encounters here. In fact, I'm avoiding pretty much every trainer battle. Oh, but to get to Celestial Tower, you have to go this way. Here it is. Alright, first off, let me say that I love the music in here. This is just overall a really cool place. The music kind of reminds me of Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, or Chrono Trigger, both on the Super Nintendo. I haven't played Chrono Trigger yet, though. I've only listened to the soundtrack. Indescribable energy is flowing to me! Oh my gosh, the Pokemon here are high level. Okay, you know what? I feel like this place will actually be YOLO Swag, the Carvanha's place to shine. Because almost all the Pokemon here are weak against Dark types, and probably as soon as I've said that, I will encounter something that's not weak against Dark types, but... Anyway, I'm gonna heal up with this lemonade really quickly. Let's check out this item over here, because it must be important. A TM for Will-O-Wisp, which burns things. It's good for Will-O-Wisp Hex strategy on Pokemon like Litwick, but not so great on Vulpix because I think Hex isn't a great move on Vulpix. But a burn is still nice because it lowers the attack power of the opposing team's party. By party, I mean Pokemon. Dudes and dudettes, these Pokemon are so annoying with all their stat boosting and stuff. It's taking a lot longer than I expected. I leave at 2 a.m. this morning for a special trip. Hopefully we get to watch some Carvanha carnage now. Oh yeah, Aqua Jet. This is the move I've been wanting to learn for a long time. This is the move that will be one of YOLO Swag's saving graces. But it will be better when it gets Waterfall. Up. Prevent. There we go. Actually gonna go down a floor and go back up, so I can avoid that Pokemon breeder lady, because I'm pretty sure she doesn't have anything that's weak against Carvanha. Right now, a lot of my powerhouse Pokemon are suffering.
You need a nurse's help? Sure, if you can win against me, I'll make your Pokemon healthy!
Nazco is pretty slamming. Now I get free healing here. So this place is a great spot for training on wild Pokemon, or trainers if you haven't battled them, and I'll probably go back and battle a lot of these trainers later on. Because there's infinite healing. And also, most of the Pokemon wild Pokemon that you find here, if you do effort value training, give out special attack stat help. So if you're trying to raise a special sweeper or something, this is the best place to train. Well, that was stupid. Every battle. And Everstone won't be helpful because I have Eviolite on it. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna start skipping evolution sequences. Oh, Shadow Claw's a great move, though. Oh! Old man too slow! Old man too slow to face the Absol. Even though Absol's speed stat's not super fast. Now we arrive at the top of the tower, which looks awesome because of all the clouds. All the dark, awesome clouds. Oh, wild Pokemon ruining my view. Oh, but hey, it's an Elgyem, and Elgyems are cool. Elgyem is a cool Pokemon. I just haven't had a use for one yet. has a nice Dream World ability, though. If I ever get the Dream World Elgium, I'm probably going to use the Behem in battle. It's so hard to say, Behem. Anyway, let's go ring this bell. It's a Celestial Tower bell. Will you ring the bell? Yes. Now I feel good about ourselves. I actually don't think this place is required at all in this game compared to unlike Black 1 and Black 2. But it's always nice to come here and travel. I believe I can fly from the top, but I'm going to go back down, face a lot of the trainers that I missed, and do some extra training and stuff. And I will see you at Skyla's gym tomorrow.